Hello, welcome. How are you? So we are in week 2 of Karla Kattai practice. We are in the basic swing. So we have been swinging with our right hand, going parallel to our knees. Don't hit your body with the Karla Kattai. Don't hit your knees. So you are just swinging to the right and the left, just ensuring that the swing is going very smooth. So this is a very nice warm up. This is how we start our practice. If you have not been using your shoulders, if you have not been using your elbows, if you have not been using your wrist, so we need to really warm up. So this is a beautiful warm up that you should not avoid, even if you are going to practice any different levels of Karla Kattai. This is where we start. Yeah. So we keep swinging on this. So this week we are going to increase the height of our pendulum. So we are going to go to the level of our shoulder and we go to the opposite. So we are going to go to the level of the shoulder and go opposite. So we are basically engaging different muscle parts. We are engaging and stretching and strengthening different parts of our deltoids. Basically, deltoid is a muscle here. We have 4 rotator cuff muscle here. We have our triceps. We have our back muscle. We have our trapezius, and we have all the deltoid muscles. So this is what we are doing this week. So we are bringing it to the level of our shoulders, and we are swinging to the right and to the left. So remember this. So this is very second stage. And again, we need to change the hand. I always like to do it for a minute on one side so that I'm pushing my muscle fibers to its limit. If it's less than 1 minute at this stage, your muscles are not going to be pulled very strongly. So I always keep a timer, and from the timer I work on improving the swing. Yeah. So we have been doing both the sides. So after doing 1 minute, of course, we are going to change. I don't have a timer, so I assume that this is 1 minute. If it is not 1 minute, it is what it is. Now I'm going to stop my Karla at the level of my shoulder. You can see I'm activating all my muscles here, and then of course we swing. We just don't go directly there. We go, swing once or twice, and we stop in the level of the shoulders. My glutes are engaged, my core is engaged, my chest is engaged, my back is engaged. So all the muscles engagement are very important. You hold the Karla Kattai like this for 10 times. Choose the least weight, and then after choosing, if you're having 2-3 weights, choose the least weight. I also mentioned to you that you don't have to have a Karla Kattai. If you want to buy a Karla Kattai, you can ask me. I can send you one. There are many online stores where you can buy Karla Kattai. But if you don't have one, if you don't want to invest in one, I understand you completely. What you do, just walk on the nearby wooded area and just take a stick. Just take a big piece of wood. So for example, it might be having the thickness like this. It is perfectly fine. So this looks nice, and of course this is very good for our arms. I'm doing the same. For example, if it is going to be a wood that is there in the streets, I can do the same Karla Kattai, but it will look bit differently, and they might have some curves, so you need to be mindful that you are not hitting yourself. That is the only precaution you need to have. So you don't have to worry about if you don't have a Karla Kattai. For me, I don't believe in excuses. Excuses everybody can do. Only people with a lot of discipline can bring in this extra work. So yeah. So this was last week, the beginners one. As soon as you take Karla Kattai, you don't stop. Even if you're talking to somebody, if you're resting, you keep swinging your hands like this. Yeah. And from here, we are going to go to the level of our shoulders for 1 minute. Let's say twice on both the hands. So 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So let's say 4 minutes to go to this level, and 1 minute of warm up, 5 minutes. Yeah. And then at the end of 5th minute, you start holding Karla Kattai 10 times on both sides. So this will be our Karla Kattai workout for the day. Next week, what we will do? We will do the same swing and we are going to move our body along with our swing. We are going to go do this. Yeah. So for this, we have to wait next week. This is Bala from Bala Yoga School signing off. Have a very good day.